Hi Taurus, this is your September 2nd through 8th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already in a relationship or married. Spread number 3 is love from the past. In the fourth spread, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth, the final spread, will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. So this first spread is a new love this week, Taurus. We have Temperance clarified by the Moon. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. We also have the Ace of Cups clarified by Strength. In the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Hierophant and the Two of Cups. And we have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Pisces, Leo, maybe a fellow earth sign, another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or absolutely any zodiac sign. Two different ways I can interpret this, Taurus, based on those two cards in the beginning. Temperance clarified by the Moon. For some of you, you know, those two cards can be associated with the past, right? Those two cards could be associated with the past. So that's where the first scenario comes in. Maybe the two of you had a false start, right? Maybe the two of you couldn't get it off the ground, life got in the way, or I don't know. And this week is going to be like a second attempt. Okay, for others of you, perhaps one of you is still sort of recovering from what happened to them in the past with another person, right? And when the two of you get to know each other this week, when the two of you get acquainted, that healing process will finally be over because it'll be replaced by new love. Okay, so there's going to be no more healing. Healing is done. So that's one of the scenarios. It has something to do with the past. For others of you, I'll focus on the second scenario for the remainder of this time and during the first spread, right? Perhaps this is somebody who is already in your life, Taurus. And perhaps they are secretly in love with you. And perhaps they're patiently waiting for maybe some sort of an event, or perhaps up until this point they were holding back. They were trying to control their feelings, but this week their feelings will finally win over. They will finally come to the surface, and they will finally tell you how they feel. Taurus. That's how the main spread on the left can be interpreted, right? So yeah, Temperance could be a Sagittarius, the Moon could be a Pisces, but we're focusing on the second scenario with somebody who is already in your life, right? Temperance is a card of patience. It's also a card of balance, right? So this person's been kind of trying to control themselves, trying to balance things out. Or patiently waiting for this week. Maybe something is happening this week. The Moon, clarifying it, could be a Pisces you're dealing with, but the Moon is a card of a secret. It's also one of the most emotional cards in the deck. Alright, so perhaps this person's got lots of emotions for you, lots of love for you, but up until this point they were kind of suppressing it within them, right? Or maybe they're secretly planning something, or if there is some kind of an event coming up, they've prepared something for this event, so they could make a move during that event or something. The Three of Pentacles, the next card over. It is a card of collaboration and a cooperation. It's a card of when a group of people get together and do something together. For some of you, perhaps this is simply how you already know this person. This person could be a friend, an acquaintance. It could be somebody whom you work with, or they're somehow associated with the way you make your money, or somebody in your gym, right? Perhaps you spot each other every once in a while. But it could also be a card of when maybe this week a group of people will get together and do something together. Perhaps it's like a scheduled event when people collaborate, right? Or it could just be a get together among friends or something like that. And that's where that Ace of Cups, clarified by Strength, will play out, Taurus. All right, the Ace of Cups is love. It's true, genuine, authentic love. Strength, clarifying it, could be a Leo you're dealing with, but Strength could be interpreted as a card of courage. Courage for them to do this, for them to tell you how they feel. And Strength is also a card of loyalty, and it's also a card of pure, raw passion. So yeah, just to sum up, expect a love confession. Expect somebody to come out of the shadows and tell you how they feel this week, Taurus. In the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Hierophant and the Two of Cups, and we have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Pentacles could be a fellow Earth sign, another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but the Knight of Pentacles is the most serious, grounded, long-term oriented Knight out of all four Knights. It's also the most financially abundant Knight out of all four Knights, right? So this is when things are going to get really serious and long-term. Right, the Hierophant in the middle, it's actually your major arcana card, Taurus. That's actually you. But it's, if we forget for a second it's your card, it's a card of a commitment of marriage. Right? Just like the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups is often referred to as the happily ever after card. And the Two of Cups right next to the deck, as you can see, we have two people in it. It's a soulmate card. It's a card of unconditional love, and it's a card of when two people are on the same page about what's going on. So yeah, interesting reading. A bit of a mysterious reading. Taurus with the Moon card being here, but yeah, do expect a love confession. Do expect a show of love, show of emotions, show of feelings. And just so you know, for some of you, yeah, it's going to take courage for this person to do this. All right, Taurus, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already married or if you're in a relationship, Taurus, this spread is for you. We have the Star. We have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Sun. We have the Page of Swords, clarified by the Empress. And we also have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Leo, Libra, or any zodiac sign. I gotta be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Well, not a story, but I have friends, and a lot of my friends have children. All right, and what I've noticed throughout the years is that my friends would usually wait when they were like 3 months or 4 months into being pregnant to tell everybody they're pregnant. So by the time they told everybody they were pregnant, they would already be like 3 or 4 months into pregnancy. Right? So that's what it kind of feels like to us when I look at this reading. All right? It's going to be like a reveal that somebody is pregnant, but they're already like 3 or 4 months into it. All right? It could be an Aquarius kid who is going to be born, right? The Star is an Aquarius major arcana card, and Aquarius, I actually counted before I pressed the record button, so perhaps somebody's going to have an Aquarius child, so that makes them 3 or maybe 4 months into it, right? Because look at it, we have kids throughout this reading. Right, the Page of Swords, by the way, yeah, it could be an Aquarius kid, an air sign kid, right? There's a child in the Sun card riding that horse, and the Page of Swords is clarified by the Empress. The Empress is a mother figure, okay, a mother and a child. All right, so I think for most of, I don't know if this is happening to you. It could be happening to maybe another family and you're friends with them, or it could be happening. Maybe you're going to become a grandma or grandpa. Maybe your kids are already married too. Something among those lines. But I think somebody is pregnant. And they're going to tell everybody they're expecting. Something among those lines. The Ace of Swords, by the way, yeah, the Ace of Swords is the Ace of Truth, the reveal. So the truth is out. And the High Priestess is a card of a secret. So whatever was secret in the past, this week is going to be revealed, and it has something to do with being pregnant. I hope this makes sense, Taurus. But yeah, that's what I immediately remembered about my friends announcing their pregnancies, and they were like 3 or 4 months into them by the time they announced it. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Page of Cups, the King of Wands. We have Justice, and the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah, this King of Wands is coming back, and they're full of apologies. Full of apologies. I don't know if they're full of anything else, but they definitely got apologies. Like sticking out of them. No, anywhere you look, you'll see an apology. Right? The Page of Cups is an apology card, and so is Justice. Okay? And the King of Wands is the person you're dealing with. Most likely a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sag, or somebody with fire, a lot of fire in their chart. And I did not want to clarify anything because it's obvious, right? They're sorry, very, very sorry. The two ones on the bottom of the deck, perhaps that's where you come in, so you could be the judge and the jury and decide what you want to do about this. But they're going to be very apologetic. Justice is also a card of like setting the record straight. You know, justice could be, I don't know, maybe if they owe you something except for an apology, they may give it to you or give it back to you or compensate you. All right, the justice is a card of balance. It's a serious major arcana card. And perhaps justice is you. You know, you could be the judge and the jury, like I said. You will have the final word here. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances. Taurus this week. We have the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Fool. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Hierophant. And we have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I gotta be honest with you, I guess, Taurus. I think this week you're gonna decide to invest into your development, like education. Right? I think you're gonna pay for. You may buy a book, you may buy an online course, or you may go back to school and pay for it, or something like that. I see education. All right, that's what I see, Taurus. Right, the Hierophant right next to the deck. Yes, it is your major arcana card. It is your major arcana card, right? But that's what often throws some readers off, right? The Hierophant could be interpreted so many different ways. One way to interpret the Hierophant is a card of education. Education. All right? And the Page of Pentacles that the Hierophant is clarifying, I think you're going to pay for something. You're going to pay for education. It's not going to be much. It's not much. It's just a page. So that's why I'm saying you could be buying a textbook or buying a book, or you could be buying like an online course, or signing up for some kind of lecture or something like that, right? And yeah, that's what I think you're doing. Perhaps you've never done anything like this, because the Queen of Pentacles, the first card that came out, that's definitely you, right? The Queen of Pentacles, that's definitely you. The Fool is a card of taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, just see what happens. So you're going to be like, okay, so let me take this course. Let me sign up for this class. It's not that much, you know, maybe something good is going to come out of that. Right, and yeah, something good will come out of that. We have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It's a golden opportunity, or maybe lots of money in the future once you complete this course. You could be getting better job offers. Something on the... So yeah, Taurus, think about it. Think about education. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Taurus. We have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What you're not expecting is this Queen of Wands showing back up from the past with a very serious offer. With a very serious offer. All right. I don't know what your affiliation or connection used to be with this Queen of Wands, but it's definitely somebody from your past, right? The Six of Cups, the first card that came out, is a card of somebody from the past. Not necessarily love, right? It could just be a friend, somebody you used to work with, used to do business with, went to school with, what have you, grew up with. Right, and that's the Queen of Wands. They're clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. That's what they're coming with. So they're not coming empty-handed. They're coming with an offer. The Ace of Pentacles offer. Golden opportunity, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Right, again, it could be love, friendship, work, business, finances, what have you. Right, and if I were you, Taurus, I would consider it. At least consider it, right? The Wheel of Fortune right next to the deck, maybe a restart of a cycle or a start of a cycle. It's a very fortunate card. It's a card of a new beginning, right? By the way, the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning card. The Wheel of Fortune is a new beginning card. And so is the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Swords is a card of clarity. This card sometimes comes through as the word yes. And yeah. Taurus, if I were you, I would consider. I think it's a serious, good offer. It's a real, legit offer. Alright, Taurus, so that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing week.